How you should train if you're experienced is very different to how you should train if you are a beginner. If someone's super experienced like myself, then I typically will be programming them 6 days a week of training every muscle group at least 2 times per week. That's non-negotiable regardless of the amount of days we're training. So if we're training 4 days a week, I have them on a split where they'll still train every muscle group twice per week. So that's focus number 1. Focus number 2, if you are more experienced, is incorporating a lot of compound movements. Compound movements give you more bang for your buck. They're going to enable you to lift a heavier load. You're going to have a muscle building hormonal response associated with them. And you're going to train multiple muscle groups with just the one exercise. They're very efficient. And for me, when I started incorporating compound movements into my training and focusing on them and focusing on getting stronger on them and progressive overload, it made a big difference in my muscle development. So compound movements is a key. When you're a beginner, I still program compound movements, but not the big barbell compound movements like the deadlift, the bench, the squat, because they can be a bit complicated. So they come in once you just get a bit more experience. But if you're experienced, you should definitely be doing them and you should be focusing on getting strong on them. Also, if you're experienced, you should be doing supersets, drop sets, more challenging style workouts with a high level of intensity, taking your movements to failure. Okay, for my beginners, again, we shy away from that because we want to prioritize form. But if you are experienced, then we really want to be focusing on training close to failure and hitting failure, especially on isolation movements, and then adding elements like supersets and drop sets to increase the intensity of your training and make it challenging. If you don't push yourself as you get more experience, it's going to be harder to build muscle. When you're new to the gym and you're a beginner, you build muscle very fast, regardless of the stimulus, really. But as you get more experience, you have to follow a proper program. You have to challenge your body in order to grow. Now, the final thing you should be focusing on if you are more experienced is a tempo. And for my more experienced clients, I actually program tempos, like a 3-second negative and a 2-second way up, or a pause at the bottom of a squat, for example. And so when you're more experienced and you're adding elements like tempo, like supersets, like drop sets, it makes the workouts really, really challenging and it pushes you to grow. Muscle building is all about time under tension, putting the muscles through stress so they have to respond. So if you're experienced, then these are things that you should be focusing on in your training. If you want to follow a proven program that's proven to work, I've helped thousands of people now fix their pectus without surgery. So if you want to sign up to my coaching, so I can assign you the program that's going to work best for you after we meet on a strategy call, then links in the description to apply and book a strategy call with me, and then we can go from there. The new year is coming up, so I've got awesome deals available right now for the 2023 New Year Transformation Challenge. Thanks, guys.